Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? Really like that. You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network. For those of you who are new here, welcome in. We talk all things college football around here live Monday through Thursday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I am Brooks Austin, the director of recruiting for Sports Illustrated. Played a little college football as well. We like to say we do it a little different around here. We like to get on the board, break down tape, hence the name, the Film Guy Network. So that's what we're here to do today. We're here to watch a lot of film. We're going to break down the second half of this rivalry football game between Alabama and Tennessee. Two offenses, I'm going to be honest with you, that were struggling entering this football game and to an extent leaving this football game. I thought the difference in this one, particularly in the second half, was Josh Heupel's ability to manage the situation, okay, manage the quarterback, manage the offensive line issues, manage the wide receiver injuries that they're struggling with right now at Tennessee. Whereas Alabama on the other side, Nick Sheridan and Kalen DeBoer, didn't exactly manage the situation at all to an extent. In the first half, I think we tracked it, Jonathan. It was basically a 3-to-1 ratio of drop back passes for Jalen Milroe in this offense versus a traditional run game. I think we saw over 30 dropbacks in the first half of this game. And you're going to see, to open the second half of this one, Nick Sheridan and that offense are like, all right, finally, we're going to start running the football, and they do get to an amount of success. But there's no hiding from the analysis from Alabama on this film study. The quarterback is not processing the field. He's not seeing things very well at all. And even when he is, his lower body mechanics are showing rearing their ugly head, to be honest with you. There was a reason this guy's best abilities, or there is a reason rather, that this guy's best abilities are the deep ball. Throwing the deep ball doesn't require a lot of refinement in terms of tying our eyes to our feet, all right? And when we don't do that on underneath and intermediate routes, we're going to have drastic issues with regards to accuracy of throwing the football. Super excited to do this with you today. Again, if you're new here today, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to that channel. We do it really, really well and really, really uniquely around this place. We got a saying around here: let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Jonathan, I'm glad we get to do this nowadays, spread our wings a little bit, venture out into all of the SEC, because when a massive football game goes down like this, I think they pulled 13 million viewers during this puppy. So there's a lot of people watching this game going, what in the hell's going on with both these offenses? My God, it looks like boo-boo. It did. It absolutely did. So let's take a look at it. First possession of the second half right here for Tennessee. Now, historically, Jonathan, Tennessee has been a put the ball into the belly of the back offense, 3-step drop or a simulated drop right here, and then we're taking bombs, right? We're taking bombs off the top of the defense. But they have a problem nowadays, right? They can't quite protect. These 5 up here, particularly this guy over the first 6 games of this football season, have had a really tough time, as I am right now have with my eye, have had a really tough time protecting the quarterback consistently. So they've become a sprint rollout football team. Again, another example, and you're going to see several of these, of Josh Heupel kind of adapting what he does, all right, to fit the needs and specifically the holes of his offense. So they're going to become a very much so sprint rollout football team. We've seen this for several weeks now on this channel. They got the number 1 wide receiver going on a go. They got the number 2 wide receiver working to the out, and they've got that arrow coming to this quarterback right now's face, who has the ability to continue to use his legs as well as an option right here. They don't get this one completed, all right, but you see what I'm talking about in terms of they are adapting their offense to fit the holes of their roster currently, okay? On to the next play. Now, here's the primary feature, and I tweeted about this guy this week. I do believe the most valuable player right now in college football is Dylan Sampson because of their inability to throw the football explosively down the field. They're 3-1 in their last 4 SEC football games, despite the fact that they don't have a 200-yard passing game. 200 yards is bare minimum, it seems nowadays, in college football. There's not a lot of offensive linemen winning right now, okay? Cooper May's doing a good enough job at least stalemating, but he's allowing his guy to creep and show color. We got this guy creeping and showing color. Tight end actually digging out here, so there we go, a relatively decent win right there for 87, all right? And 6 finds the one guy that's winning. I think that's the best running back's ability, right? Not only making one guy miss, but when you have particularly like a zone concept or here a split zone concept, your ability as a running back to find the one guy or the one combo that's doing their job and winning at a high rate, get to that spot, right? This guy has got that guy sealed. The tight end's doing a really good job of digging his assignment out on that split zone. Let's find the one winner and let's hit that crease, okay? Even as this play develops, I believe he's working front side, right? His eyes are working here. A lot of running backs will sprint to that grass. This is Dylan Sampson's ability right here, and this is his specialness, if you will, to find the ultimate crease and bounce and stay on his feet and then finish with a heavy contact at the point of contact right there. Now at 3rd and 4 for Tennessee. Now, so playing with a little bit of slower pace than typical for Tennessee, trying to identify what the defense is doing. All right, and we know for Alabama's purposes in weeks past, 3rd and 4, they've been a heavy cover 1 robber team. It's fine. They're starting to mix coverages a little bit. All right, but Tennessee has the perfect cover 1 winner right here against particularly off-man coverage. These guys are playing back a little bit more than normal, giving up some ground. Tennessee calls the double slant here. All right. Nico puts it up in a good spot. Brew McCoy catches the ball, moves the sticks right here, okay? So just a good call against a certain defense right here from Alabama, moves the sticks to start the second half for Tennessee. On to the next clip here. They are so banged up at receiver, and Alabama doing a good job here of actually getting out into a different coverage here, playing some zone with some too high looks, okay? Got a deep safety here and a deep safety here, but it doesn't matter because of our alignment. We have Squirrel White over there. We can run by, right? Squirrel White can run by even a deep high safety, all right? And he can run to that grass that's available because we recruit quarterbacks that can make 60-yard bombs, okay? Boom. Now, that's in his hands. The reason Squirrel White does not catch this football is because Squirrel White for the last, I'd say, month, Jonathan, has been playing with essentially a separated shoulder, okay? So as this ball comes down, he's over there, trying to protect his shoulder, all right, and ultimately drops this football. But boom, it's in the right spot, and it's a winner. They just can't quite get it connected. And that's something that Tennessee has continued to struggle with, all right, even throughout this football game, but they find ways to continue to win. Okay, they find ways to continue to win. All right, so let's talk about protection here. All right, let's talk about protection here. They're in an odd front. Okay, they're in an odd front. So here's how I would do this. All right, we're definitely counting 44. We got to take 5 as an offensive line, right, Jonathan? I'm definitely counting 0. I know in my film study, number 11 is their cover guy. If Alabama wants anybody dropping and hooking into curls or running with backs or running with tight ends, it's number 11. So we're going to leave him out. We're going to count these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are our protection units, right? So if that's how it works out, the tackle would be locked here, and we'd be into what we call a 4-man slide headed back this way, accounting for these 4 football players. If number 11 flashes, he's either 87's in protection or he's the backs, all right? That's how I would protect this type of play. Let's see how they do it. That's exactly how they do it. They lock here, all right? They lock here. They slide with the 4-man slide. Now, 76, you should be on 0. Let's see how this plays out, okay? Oh, 0 twisted. 0 twisted. So now, 66, you should have been bumped off, right? You are not. You don't get it accounted for. Now, 0 is out here. Now, I could blame this on this right guard and this right tackle for not passing off this stunt. 76 sees it, 66 does not. Here's what I'm going to do, Jonathan. I'm going to give credit to the defensive coordinator here because this is a really, really good job of doing exactly what I knew or what I said as an offensive line we normally do against these fronts. Normally against these fronts, we're definitely calling him. We're calling him. We're going to get into a 4-man slide. We're going to lock onto the backside. So how do I mess that up? Well, I cross his face and I bring this here. Right? So based off of our alignment as a defensive staff, we have created a havoc play right here off of a call. So a tremendous job right there as a defensive coordinator staff in Womack, right? Creating not only just a pressure, but the right kind of pressure, a massive negative play right there to force up a 3rd and 20. And I'm going to say right now, go ahead, bring that punt unit on out. Y'all ain't got that one. All right? 3rd and 20, go ahead and bring that punt unit on out. He does a good job scrambling here, at least trying to make a play. Get down, though, bud. Get down. Get down. Too valuable. Too valuable. Get your butt down. You ain't making that play. All right, let's get out of this red zone look for just a second. That camera angle is tough. Let's go to 213. I think this duo play should absolutely smack. I think it should smack for a big hit. Look at this. Okay, we got this double working to these guys. We got a double here. We're inserting number 5 there. We're kicking out here. This is all great. So we should be one-on-one with this safety, but that safety is going to have to defy the angle because we should be hitting here. All right, so let's see how this plays out. All right, boom. There we go. We get up to that front side inside linebacker. All right, and we should have a crease right here. This should be a massive play, right? Should be a massive play. Why isn't it? I think it's like a 4-yard gain. Why isn't it? Okay, who falls off? 35 makes this play right here. Okay, now, do we want to give credit to that safety for making that play? Do we want to give credit? We also fall off of our block right here at wide receiver as well. We're not running our feet. Okay, but on 2nd and 5, I feel like as a coordinator, I feel like that should be a win. I feel like we should be one-on-one with the safety running for a 30-yard gain right now. And maybe in years past, maybe that has happened for you guys, all right, against a team like Tennessee. They're fighting off their blocks a little bit harder than you're fighting to stay engaged with yours here to start the second half. There we go, 2 runs to start, or several runs right there to start to try to get them out of their own back end, running the football pretty successfully here after a whole first half of chunking that rock, all right, after chunking that rock. Now, boom, another look. Hey, oh, my Lord, we should be running to grass. Everybody's licked. We should be one-on-one with the safety. Nobody's staying on their blocks, though. Nobody is staying locked on and attached to their blocks. Everyone's falling off. Look at the backside blocks here. These are the ones that create touchdowns. All right, these are the ones that create touchdowns because everybody out here should be winning based off of alignment and assignment. We have designed this up, all right, to get hats on hats out here. All right, so this works. We got hats on hats out here. It's actually the backside pursuit on this play that cuts this down. I'm pretty sure he's the one that makes the play because, again, 77 not staying on our block. Okay, 77 not staying on our block. Boom, there comes the defensive tackle to make the play over the top of it. 7-yard gain should be a massive hitter. Should be a massive hitter. I had a Texas fan yesterday with the Chaz Chambliss video. They're like, bro, you're hyping up a 5-yard gain. It's like, yeah. But 5-yard gains for Texas in previous games were 20-yard gains. They were 25-yard hitters. They were explosives against those particular looks. Those are the differences between, we actually have to move the football today as opposed to explosively moving the football. All right? It's the difference in some of these football games. But they're running the football successfully nonetheless here to open up the second half. Let's go to 250. Playing pretty slow. That's one thing I will say about this football team. I thought they spent way too much time at the line of scrimmage trying to shout and holler on the road at Tennessee, particularly to start the football game. To start the football game, they were doing way too much at the line of scrimmage. You got to be able to line up and play football, all right, when you're on the road. Another winner. Should be another winner. This play should hit to the absolute door if this guy takes the right angle. All right, you got to chase this upfield shoulder from this linebacker because we've got action that's going to make him go that way. All right, you're headed to that backside inside linebacker. All right, and that angle is poor. As soon as he gets over the top of your shoulder, we're in big trouble because now we got to hit him at the line of, or at the first down marker when we should. Again, if you're on this guy, all right, we're bouncing this. We should be running to grass right now. All right, but we took a bad angle on that second step. All right, and now what should be a massive hitter is instead a 4-yard gain. Yes, we're converting the sticks, but we're not being explosive while doing so. We're not being explosive while doing so. Just a hair difference right there if you get that head across that linebacker. Right there. All right. He tries to fight his head across, Jonathan, but we don't have enough inside pressure lean to maintain that reach. I think that's sometimes the one thing I don't miss about football is the fact that when I would watch on tape, you know, I'm on the backside and I think I can take a play off, and then I take the play off, and that D tackle is the one who doesn't take the play off, and now we have, instead of a touchdown, we're 1st and 10 again, and then we throw a pick on the next play, and it's like, shit, that's all on me. That's all on me. Clearly to start the second half, they were like, all right, we are running the rock. We are running the rock to open up this second half. It's a good little play design as well. Is it quarterback counter read? That's what that is. You're going to read the defensive end, and we got counter for you coming back the other way. Get a good mental picture of that, because Tennessee's about to give it to you as well, okay? Get a good mental picture at that. They're just going to do it a very different way. Tennessee's going to do it several different ways in the second half to create offense. This is a rep of the offensive line from Alabama getting whipped against traditional inside zone. Actually, I have an arc release out here, so they have a read as well, which makes me wonder, why are you giving this ball? Right? Again, unless it's an automatic give. I don't know that to be the case. He just ran the football, so maybe it's an automatic give coming in from the headset. But, man, if it is, we got to get off the football. We got to create some movement, especially as an offensive line. They at least get it called. They get the out call. That's impressive. They see this guy walking up. They go full out. Just no space created. 320 through 340. All right, I think James Pierce saves a touchdown right here. I think James Pierce right here saves a touchdown. This is going to the door. Again, they're so close to start the second half running the football to hitting explosives. Right here. All right, boom, this ball's hitting up inside. All right, now, Proctor, you're bouncing when you probably shouldn't be. All right, and yes, I know there's a free defender right there as well. All right, but he has overran the play. This play is hitting up the gut. And James Pierce's effort right there, diving back in, getting that little bitty clip, all right, saves that touchdown. I think Justice Haynes is probably running to the door right there. What say you? The linebacker has completely overran the play. Number 7 right here completely over-pursues it. Okay, boom. He's out of the picture. This guy right here has overran. We are hitting this to the door, all right, if James Pierce doesn't make an incredible rundown play right here. Just fighting to get your head back inside, making the one singular individual effort required to get up off the field potentially. All right, 358. Hey, they're an empty. What do you think they're doing? Shot or quarterback draw, right? Shot or quarterback draw, shot or quarterback draw, shot or quarterback draw. We said this about this offense in week 4. All right, in week 4, we said this. All right, so guess what you're getting? You're probably getting a defense that's prepared for quarterback draw. All right, now, great. We brought the tight end in. That's awesome. But guess what they're doing? They're stunting up the midline, all right, which is what you do against quarterback draw. If you are expecting it, if it's in their tendencies, we're going to call a play on 3rd and medium, all right, to make sure we take that away. And all we have to do is wrap into A-gap or wrap down the midline, and we're going to throw a body into where they're at. Boom, right there, okay? Bring the punt unit on. I think this is a tremendous block from Holden Stays right here. I think it's a tremendous block. Wham! This is big boy football. All right, we watched the Texas tight end pick a side the other day, didn't we, Jonathan? We watched the Texas tight end pick a side the other day. That is not picking a side. That is running right down the midline, giving our running back an opportunity to win a rep. Now, this is awesome play design as well, okay, because we're going to deliver this backside combo with the motion. We're going to bring this Mike linebacker in. We're going to combo up to here. We have solos out here. We got to dig these guys out. All right, we're trying to create a crease right here down the midline where we're going to insert the tight end, all right, and up to the Mike backside inside linebacker. Now, here's the key right here is the tight end. You have to be an athlete here. You have to judge where this crease happens between these two solo blocks, okay? I've got to be able to give my guard an option to win and push this guy in and use his leverage against him, which is exactly what happens. So watch, boom, there goes that stunt, right? There goes that stunt across his face. Now, we've squared up as a tight end. This is so well coached because this is a transfer coming in here. We've squared up as a tight end. Now we have to become an athlete, find the crease. We're essentially a ball carrier at this point. This is so great right here from Holden Stays, the transfer from Notre Dame. Whack! All right? That's big-time football. That's big-time football. Backed up in your own end, 1st and 10. Also a great job right there by Cade Mays getting up to that backside inside linebacker. Okay? Fighting through the trash. Boom. Look at him fight across back to the angle here, Jonathan. Watch him work as the play works. Watch him work back this way to make sure he gets up to that inside linebacker. Bam, and then it hits. Again, man, I thought the difference in this football game was Heupel's ability to really lean on his run game and really get into his bag as a run game designer, okay? Because they weren't able to do a lot of this, right? They weren't able to get these shots hit downfield. All right, this is great. They come back to this a little bit later, okay? Bama playing a lot of cover 3 to close this football game. They put the safety in the middle of the field. All right, they got corners playing back here, corners playing back here. Now, this play, this seam route from the number 2 wide receiver technically should hit against cover 3, right? You're vulnerable in the seams and in the flats against a cover 3 defense. All right, but watch what's called a reroute here from number 18. I think it saves a touchdown here for Tennessee. Tennessee thinks they got this vertical seam right here. They got this. All right, they got an outside wide receiver pressing this vertically as well. This should hit unless this safety or this nickel defender really does a great job of pushing him off of his route at the top of his drop right here. Boom, there it is. Resets the timing. Now Nico's back off to his left into a scramble situation. One more look at that reroute at the top of that stem. Boom, right there. That's going to allow that safety to work back over the top as he follows the quarterback's eyes. Okay, see that? Boom. Quarterback's looking for that seam route. We've got that reroute separating the timing. As soon as he sees a great reroute, he clicks back off of it. And now he's into full-on scramble. But remember that seam against this cover 3 look, because they're going to find a way to get back to it. All right, they're going to find a way to get back to it as the game progresses. Super counter, super counter, super counter, Jonathan. They brought 3. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Again, the head coach wearing the headsets for the dudes in orange was in his run game bag. We're going to pull the backside guard. We're going to pull the backside tackle. We're going to pull the H-back as well. We're going down, down, down. Okay, this is what we call super counter here. This is such a great job here from Holden Stays of adjusting mid play right here and finding the trail player. Watch this. He's being real patient, and he sees color. His eyes just flash back to this Quay Rousseau defender who's going to run this down. And boom, look. Oh, my God, what a play. What a play from that tight end right there. Again, that's something we've got to be coaching up. We've got to be coaching up so damn hard, all right, every single time to make sure we're perfect on that. Boom. And then we're bouncing. We're bouncing outside, and it's creased and gone. I think they got called for a hold. No, it was a clean play. All right, 4:55. Who's got the mic? Who's got the mic in this run scheme? I think they're running a little tray counter version here, except they're going to flip it. They actually have the tight end kicking, all right, and the tackle, it looks like he's pulling. My question is, who's responsible for number 0? Because these guys are comboing back to number 4, all right? He's up on this 5 technique, all right? This frontside tackle is actually going inside. All right, we saw this a couple weeks ago, Jonathan, from these guys, and I think what they're trying to do is pin this guy inside, bring the additional player for Jahad Campbell, and maybe a force bounce play. But they have nobody accounting for number 0, the best run defending linebacker Alabama's got. Watch him sneak right through. Boom. And there he's running. All right. I think it's a force bounce. Look at Sampson's kind of patience right here. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's not counter because the frontside tackle's attached. He's locked on to number 20 right there. So they're not kicking him. It's just interesting. It has to be one of those things where you got to be in the meeting room essentially to find out what they're fully doing right there. Because at least for me, because I haven't run a scheme like this in my career, my brief career. All right, let's go to 5:22. No, 5:06. All right. I think it's clear to me, again, in this pass protection unit right here, I don't think the right guard knows who he's responsible for. All right, and that's a problem. Now, sometimes these can be created when we're playing with pace. Okay, watch this right guard. He's going to block down. The Mike's going to fire. He's going to leave the defensive lineman and try to come off to the linebacker, virtually blocking neither of them, all right, or actually takes the defensive lineman, puts his hands on him, sees the linebacker come in and tries to block too, and leaves the running back kind of panicked. I'm surprised Dylan Sampson's even able to get a chip right here. Look at that. I'm surprised because you're adjusting. You think you've got Mike 0. All right. Now, what it looks to me like they're doing is they have a 4-man slide. Okay. It looks to me like they are doing something like this and trying to lock the tackle on this side. But the tackle's kicking to space. I don't know. It's a problem either way. The general rule for offensive linemen is if we are locked on to a defensive lineman and a linebacker comes, we're going to stay locked on with the defensive lineman because he's big. He's real, real big. We're going to let those running backs figure out a way to block those linebackers, especially if we're in 7-man pass protection. We got the tight end attached too. This is just goofy from the right guard. Straight up bust. It's a big one too. Good scramble right there from Nico. Tremendous play from Nico right here. Massive, massive. But I don't think it happens without Dylan Sampson's ability to do that right there. This note just says catch the ball. RPO slant. Catch the ball. Catch the ball. Right off your face mask. Catch the ball. 5:33. Great play call. Great play call. All right, they've been doing a lot of this H-back wham, H-back insert, been doing a lot of this stuff, right? Running counter with this guy as well. So here they come. They put the play action in, and watch what I believe it's you and you. Watch these two defenders that get kind of cooked right here by this play action look. It's actually number 11. He was prepared for it. Just gets called for the PI. As soon as he breaks across his face, PI. All right, next play, I think they get on the ball and run it with Dylan Sampson. Touchdown. All right, Tennessee's on the board via a lot of creative run game schemes, still not being able to hit those deep shots. What's our timestamp there, Jay Will? 27. We're slow today. First pass of the second half right here. First pass of the second half for these guys. Now we're going to start seeing just how bad it is. RPO, or a little slant on the backside, knowing you got man-to-man. Okay? Boom. Hit him. Great. All right. Moving the sticks. Get on the ball. Can we get some momentum here? Can we get some momentum here? 6:19. I don't have anybody for the safety is what the notes say. We got nobody for that guy. We got nobody for that guy. Running back's got to make that safety miss. Okay? Also, box really heavy box here if we're going to be running the football, especially if we have some type of swing option out here. That looks to me like it might hit. What do you think, Jonathan? Tight end's got the corner out here. Whoops. Tight end's got the corner out here. We're whamming down on him. Oof, I don't know. All these eyes look like they're dedicated to the box. I think it's an improper give more than anything. That's PI. It's a really good route here for number 5. Sells the deep over and then gets number 3 on the PI. So now we're moving the football thanks to a DPI right here as an offense. How'd they? Ooh. Winner. Winner. Was also going to win, though. Was also going to win without a PI. We're reading that down to, or top to bottom, by the way, as an offense, I would imagine. 7:17 is where we're headed next. The notes say Tennessee's defense is hunting. What are they hunting? Oh, I know what they're hunting. Now, here's my thing. These guys, watch how they fire off the football, and you tell me on 1st and 10 if they have any regard for stopping the run, right? When you go to stop the run, the first thing you do as a defensive lineman is flash hands and anchor where you're at, right? We're trying to stack, peek, and shed. We're trying to shock, peek, and shed. Now, when we're pass rushing, we're getting after it. We're getting up the field. Our hands, our body leans forward, right? We're not trying to get hands on. We're really trying to separate hands and create space. You watch these guys and you tell me what their intentions are right here, because it looks to me like their intentions are to get after the damn quarterback. All right, get after the quarterback. So when I see things like this, all right, I think A, immediately prepared, all right, but B, you may have tendencies as an offense when the defense is queued up to rush in an obvious, or what is normally statistically a run down. All right. Now, it could be the fact that you've thrown the ball 37 times in this football game. That could be part of the reason why as well at this point in the game. But sheesh, I don't know what you're supposed to do as a quarterback right there except for do that. All right. There's a lot of chaos. All right, here's the great teams get to do what great teams do. Sentiment from the other day. Okay, by the way, great job coordinator coming back to this pseudo screen right here and getting in his headset and letting him know we got to get it out of the box. All right, and spread the wealth a little bit. All right, but check this out. Oh, here we go. Hands up, touchdown, right? You have stopped playing, right? Who has not stopped playing? 23 has not stopped playing. The other freshman, right? Boo Carter has not stopped playing. And watch who makes this play, okay? All right, makes the safety miss, takes care of his job. Should be running to the door right now. All right, boom, 23 runs him down. And again, look, I know you're trying to avoid a block in the back right here. All right, trying to avoid a block in the back as he defeats you. All right, but right now it's time to get back into the gas. All right. Fight to get your head back across 23, because 23 is about to go make a play. He ain't quit, all right? And you're out here calling touchdowns. Boom. Now, I know, look, backside safety running him down, all that stuff, all right? Probably the play gets made. Maybe it doesn't go for touchdown anyways, but you're making the assumption. Great teams don't make assumptions. Run. Echo of the whistle. All that coach cliche, all that bull crap that everyone gets mad about with coaching cliches. It's real. It shows up on tape every single week when I do this, on every single football team. Great job stringing this out by this corner. Wow. What a play by that corner. Probably illegal in the league. Don't think you can go low like this in the league. But that's tremendous block avoidance. Also, great job by the front side inside linebacker pursuing. Safety as well. That's the safety actually coming down and hitting. 57, what are you doing? Go. 57, go. 57, go. Run. He's like trying to sit back and deliver that block for the center, but all you're doing is holding the center out from getting out as well. You got to go. All right, it's about to get ugly as the game moves on for this analysis of the quarterback. So let's be good here. Let's be positive here. Good protection, good ball. Good protection, good ball. Good protection, good ball. Look how clean that pocket is. Nice. About as clean as it gets the rest of the day. 19 is a special player. 19 is a special player. They ran this play, I believe, in the first half, and it hit. It hit explosively on a short yardage situation. All right, but you can't give special players the same look twice. All right, you can't give the special players the same look twice. It's a great job by 19 right here. Boom. Also, I would imagine if you're playing Bama, hey, this week, you better be prepared for this, okay? You better be prepared for this. I'm honestly surprised after showing it the first time they didn't have a fake toss quarterback keep out the back. It's coming. It's coming for the next opponent. I can almost guarantee you that. That's the defensive coordinator's job. Whoever's playing Missouri. That's Missouri defensive coordinator's job to make sure you're preparing for the adjustments that they're going to make as an offense as well. Hey, what are we doing? We're an empty. QB draw a shot. QB draw a shot. Let's take a shot right quick. Bang. Incomplete. QB draw or shot. QB draw or shot. Tendencies galore. 3rd and 13. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably do something similar, particularly against a pressure look. We're just going to give Ryan Williams another chance and then kick the field goal. In a game where possession and points are limited, the last thing I'm doing is asking this guy to read. I'm not going to lie to you. As this progression or as this film study progresses, and I know we're 40 minutes in or however long, as this film study progresses, I would spam 4 verts if I were his coordinator as well. Like, I'm not going to ask this guy to throw timing routes or read or process the field. Like, we're gonna spam 4 verts, and we're gonna hope somebody hits it. And if they're not open, take your butt off and run. Let's go. By the way, that's basically what Tommy Rees did last year with this offense. Kinda. Verts on one side, crossers on the other as checkdowns. On to Tennessee's offense. Good shout. Let's take a look at it. Good rush. Ooh, he did jump over him, didn't he? Good job. Elite counter rep from number 0. Elite counter rep from number 0. Look at that. Oh, come on, sir. Come on, sir. Yes, sir. Ethan Davis, the 3rd tight end coming in, making plays. Whack. Come on now. They deserve to win this football game. I ain't even going to lie to you. They deserve to win it. They played so much better. Offensively, they played so much better. Now, this is crazy to see from Tennessee. A 7-man pass protection to run 2 5-yard hitches. All right, we got a mirrored concept on both sides. Now, granted, they've been playing a lot of soft zone cover 3. All right, so it makes a lot of sense. But look, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually 8, 9. With a 2-man route concept, they got hitches on outsides. That's it. 1st and 10 turns 2nd and 7. But at least try to keep defenses honest while we know we can't really throw the football all that well. All right, hey, pay attention to it. They've got a version of inside zone here with quarterback counter coming out on the backside, okay? Or quarterback counter read is what we're going to call it on the channel here today. He gives the football, all right? Gives the football here, and I promise you, they're in the box going, uh-oh, that looked pretty good. We're going to get back to that as soon as we possibly can. 11:21 is where we're headed next, actually. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. This is a special play from Nico. It's a really special play from Nico on 3rd and 6. Dot. Sprint rollout football team, right, Jonathan? Sprint rollout football team, especially when they bring in showing pressure on 3rd and 6. They had an exact game plan for this look from Alabama. Later on in the football game, they go speed option, all right, against this walked look on 3rd and medium. It's actually 3rd and 10 later in the football game that we're going to show you. So they had an exact game plan for this type of look on these 3rd downs from Alabama as well. But you still got to go out and make plays. I mean, holy hell, what a ball. More of them, right? More of them. You know they're in the capabilities of this young quarterback. More. Very special play from that football player. All right, they run the ball, get in the end zone there, score a tud. Let's go on to the next possession for Alabama. Footwork is terrible by number 4. I have no idea why we're setting to the swing here. Watch him, Jonathan. All right, he's decided now we're pulling the football. Now, maybe he had to let the running back clear, but we keep our feet dead this way when we're trying to throw this football this way. Now, this ball dies on him, flutters on him, and the Ryan Williams is kind of forced to fall down when he throws this football. This is the type of stuff from the lower body mechanics that we're going to continue to see. And look, it's an errant throw here, right, on a 5-yard throw. It's going to be a pick on a 15-yard throw as the game progresses, okay? So we're going to start to lose our lower body fundamentals as this game progresses from Jalen Milroe. I want to know why you're setting to the swing right there anyways when we got the hitch coming back in. Maybe we're coached to do that, and maybe Michael Penix could do that. I don't know. 12-16. They got two guys blocking one right here. On the outside, look. They got two guys blocking one defender. Number 45 and number 1 are blocking the same guy, okay? Somebody's supposed to go up to the corner. We're supposed to be one-on-one with the safety right here, and we're not on 2nd and 5. And we're not on 2nd and 5. All right, pick up a first down, great, because number 5, special individual effort there. All right, but probably should have been a bigger play. Probably should have been a bigger play. And there's a penalty on there for a face mask out there as well. So it was a bigger play. NFL quarterbacks make this throw to the tight end right here. NFL quarterbacks make this throw to the tight end right here. All right, we're looking left. That's fine. We scroll back to our right. All right, we're looking at this tight end. We're staring at him. Guys, he's running the grass. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Nobody. There's nobody there. Okay, so this ball should be thrown with pace. All right, it should be thrown with a little bit of touch over these two defenders right over the spot. You got to make that throw. All right, instead, he holds the football, tries to come back down, all right, to his check down, and I think he gets sacked here. No, he ends up somehow miraculously getting the ball to his check down. All right, but when I'm a coordinator, all right, and I've designed these types of things, I look here and I go, man, we had us one, right? We had us one. Probably can let that ball rip right there, right? Put your foot in the ground and go. He keeps hesitating, comes off of it. $12:53. When counter hits versus bear, it's always explosive, Jonathan. When you guys walk up into these bear looks, all right, against these tight end sets on short yardage, all right, and we run counter, pull the backside guard, pull the backside tackle, we've got all these down blocks. There's nobody left out here. Nobody. That's why we run it to it. That's why we like that. We like that when y'all hop in these pseudo bear looks. Okay, boom. It's going to hit explosively every single time. If it hits, all right, the front side defender's got to do a much better job of closing space, James. But I understand what you're doing. You're sprinting to the quarterback because that was the game plan clearly. Look, the game plan clearly was to take the South Carolina approach and sprint towards the mesh point. I'm with it. All right, but there's nobody left out here into this void, okay? The linebacker's now got to flow really, really hard to pseudo set the edge, which is what he does, right? Basically, we got to figure a way to force this ball back in to our help. Jan Miller does a great job of knowing, hey, my grass is back outside once I force this bend. All right, now, unfortunately, he's hurt there on that play. But counter's always going to hit big in those situations if it creases, right? If we find a way to crease it, it's going to run to a lot of grass. Hey, what are they in? Shot or draw. Shot or draw. Shot or draw. Shot or draw. Shot. I ain't never said that's jet to the running back. Have we seen jet to the running back all year from these guys? Have they handed that ball off at all? I don't think so. They've been jetting the wide receiver all year, right? All right, so when you flash it, they bid on it. That's a ball. That's a ball. And look, hey, our front side opened up. We're actually in alignment to where we're going to go. Right, yeah, we're a little lean, but that's our body. That's the way we throw the football. All I care about is the lower body mechanics. Are we at least putting our front foot where we're actually trying to throw the ball? That's a great rep. That's what it's supposed to look like. When our feet are tied to our eyes, look at that, boom. We're actually in alignment with where we're going. We're going to throw this ball nice and on time and where it's supposed to be. We can be accurate when our lower body mechanics are clean, right? We can be accurate. And then the very next play that we're going to show you as they score a touchdown actually is from a quarterback who misses one. 13:54 right here. Oh. I told you they'd get back to that shot, right? They'd get back to that seam route. Last time we saw this nickel defender did a great job of doing what, Jonathan? Rerouting. Did a great job of rerouting this vertical seam. Watch how we don't get hands-on right here as a nickel, all right? No hands-on. We let him run right by us, all right? He actually inside released us, and we've got so much grass right here. There's no safety in the middle of the field. Man, if we throw this ball right now, we got it. What scares him is this drop here from this linebacker. Watch this linebacker square up, okay? Now, as a quarterback, hey, we got to kind of throw it over this guy, or just put it on the face mask of the wide receiver. We throw it over the wide receiver's hands. But you knew they'd come back to it, and this time they did it with pace. Okay, they got right back onto the football. Look, ball snapped before the 40-second clock even resets. Okay, they're out here running. Look at the chaos and confusion. Actually, it's 31 seconds, but look, the safety gets over late. The pace is what allows this reroute or creates this reroute's inability to happen. All right, so the pace actually got us the shot as an offense. But man, you got to hit those, man. You got to hit those, man. Let's go on. What's our timestamp, J. Will? All right. 14:22. Got to hit these. Got to hit these, man. Got to hit these. Just so close as an offense to unleashing everything, right? But they've at least cleaned up a lot of the run game's issues we saw against Florida, Jonathan. The offensive line has played much, much better in this football game. Hey, I told you about that counter read, right? Told you about that counter read. Got to get back into our quarterback's ear and say, hey, that's yours to keep, right? That's yours to keep. The next time we run it, that's yours to keep. Look at that. Boom. Quarterback's got the ball out here running the grass because we saw it as an offensive coordinating staff the last time we looked at it, okay? Now, I think they get right back on the ball, flip the formation, and run it back the other way. Look at this. Right back on the ball, flip the formation. Now we're going we're going to actually give the counter right here to the running back. He bounces. This Bishop kid's really, really good. Isn't he a true freshman or is he a redshirt freshman? Man, they got some really talented backs, man. He runs physical. He runs hard. He runs through contact consistently as well. 15:27. I think we start to skip through some notes here. What a play call on 3rd and 10. What a play call on 3rd and 10. I think they flipped the back right here and run speed option. All right. I told you, they had it dialed up for this cover 0 look for Alabama. And look, this is, I think we got clipped, and I clipped myself, and they stayed in 97%, it felt like, cover 1 robber against Vandy, and it was bad. The personnel switching was bad. All right, but when it comes to this, you're a simulated pressure team on 3rd and 10, and so are a lot of teams, okay? So are a lot of teams. When stuff like this happens to you, I'm more apropos to give a tip of the cap to the opposing coordinator than to shit on your own, right? To shit on your own as a defensive coordinator, because they got you licked right here, and they executed it well. Look how late that damn pitch was from Nico right here. I mean, that guy's in his face, all right, in his face. They get it pitched, they get it ran. Unfortunately for Tennessee, the wide receiver gets called for a hold. This gets called back. But from a coordinating standpoint, man, you just got to say, damn, they got us on that one. They even started with the back on the left here. I mean, that's tough assignment. Okay? Gets called for a hold, ends up coming back. Okay? 3rd and 5 right here. I think they get stuffed on a run. Yeah, get stuffed on a run, bring out the punt unit. Why'd they get stuffed on a run? I don't understand what's going on over here at left tackle. All right, you're playing inside leverage here, but we've got the tackle coming back on this side as well. So what are our intentions here? Because if the intentions of the play are for it to bounce, well, I'm going to tell you what, as soon as it bounces, the defensive lineman's working against your motion. He's just going to fall right off his block, which is exactly what happens. I'm very confused based off of what the left tackle's doing right there, what the actual purposes of the play are. (16:38). Zero separation on this play right here on 3rd and 6. I think this is a tremendous job by Milroe of at least avoiding the sack. All right, at least avoiding the sack. When you look around the field, there's no grass being created anywhere, right? That's a tight window throw. That's a tight window throw. That's not running to grass. They've got my check down swallowed as well. So, like, at this point as a quarterback, it's time to start creating, right? It's time to start creating. I think he did a great job avoiding the safety right here. I know you can't quite see everything that happened right there. They bring the punt unit on after stuffing 2 first down runs. All right, Milroe gets out of his own end, and they punt the football right there on that 3rd down. All right. Where are we at here time-wise? Counter read again, just differently this time, okay? They get back to this, we're going to actually have to involve our quarterback's legs, right? So now they've got counter coming back this way. Last time they ran the quarterback counter version of this read option with the tight ends, right? and down blocked everybody else. This time, they're running the counter or the inside zone look with the running back and running the counter with the guards and the guard and tackle from the backside. He pull his football? Yeah, he pulls his football. I think it might be an automatic pull, honestly. But, hey, watch what this is what I love about good coordinators, okay? It doesn't have to be complex sometimes. All right, he sees this. He sees a defender in conflict, all right, and an arc release, and this running back probably running the grass if we ultimately get to it, right? If we ultimately get to it. All right, so he takes a mental picture of that as a quarterback, right? He takes a coordinator, takes a mental picture of that as a coordinator. Now, let's go to 1748. All right, skip ahead just a couple plays. I think they come right back to it, and this time he gets in the headset and tells his quarterback to give it. Look at that. And now it's an 8-yard gain. That's using the comms correctly right there. That's using the comms really, really good as a coordinator, okay? All right, I want to show this, though. 1724. All right, they try to go for a double move right here as an offense, okay? We got a stutter here. And we also got a stutter and go on the outside. They get Damani Jackson, I believe it is over here, called for the PI from Alabama, okay? Number 1 gets called for the PI. But here's what the coordinator saw, okay? The coordinator sees number 5 in trail, all right, in man-to-man, and he's going to fall down. All right, he's going to fall down. Now, I don't discredit the quarterback for not seeing this. It's a pre-snap read. Okay, I'm going to work left to pull the safety off the hash. Watch this. I'm going to work left to pull this safety this way. All right, so I screenshot Twitter's just for the birds. I'm going to hold the safety to come left. As soon as I come back right on my third step, ball's got to be out. We got to throw this with good timing and anticipation. Boom, pump it, come back to the other side, let it rip. All right, it's a pre-snap read. We don't have the opportunity to sit over here and go, ooh, wow, the nickel fell down. No, that's the coordinator's job the next time he sees that type of matchup, or to force that matchup as much as he can. Like this right here, okay? One of the arguably the biggest throw in this football game for this offense, all right? My notes said attack 5. When we get an opportunity again, attack number 5. And guess what they do? They come right back a couple of plays later and they attack number 5, okay? So there you go. That's the coordinator again. I felt like that's the coordinator really, really working. Really, really working here. All right. Now, you're in a situation as a quarterback where, hey, you got to go win the football game, right? You got to go win the football game here. We're skipping ahead because we're rolling on time. 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10 right here. They've been playing a lot of cover 3, Jonathan. A lot of cover 3. Corner bail, middle of the field safety, corner bail. Okay, I believe they've got a concept working back on the inside. This tight end's going to run the grass. Let's look. Tight end's running the grass. Okay? NFL coordinators believe their quarterbacks can make these throws. We're going to put this player in conflict and we're going to run something right behind him. Okay? When I call this as a coordinator, I think I've got a winner. When I watch it on tape, I think I've got a winner. We do not. We check the ball down here. All right, we do so inaccurately as well, and we throw it way out of bounds. All right, but that's running to grass every single time. We've got to be able to make that throw as a college quarterback with a coordinator that's calling plays like this. All right, if he's calling concepts like this, we've got to be able to have a player in there that can make those throws. And I could see why, if you really, really break this tape down, you can see, oh my man, we've had some runners working. All right, we've had some runners working. All right, this is the clip I just don't understand. It's so indecisive with his eyes. I don't know what we're doing. All right, look, as a quarterback, I don't have a ball. I do have a ball in here. All right, as a quarterback, I want to see you scanning. Okay, I want to see you scan the field. That's what we talk about, right, Jonathan? Scan the field. So when I take my drop, boom, I'm working one side of the field, and then I want to scan my eyes. All right, and if my check down's back over here, as I scan through my reads, boom, we're snapping to the check down and letting it go. So it should look like this. Say, 3-step drop, we're working to our left, we're going to scan, we're going to scan, boom, check down back out in the flat. Okay, that's what it should look like. I want to see quarterbacks clicking or scanning through their reads. So let's watch this quarterback right here. Heat of the football game, 2:21 left. We know we got to throw it to win it. All right, we're going to work left. All right, so let's work left. Let's keep our eyes left. All right. We just flashed our eyes right randomly. Okay, we're back left. Now we're going to flash back right. Okay, now we're staring, sack. There's no, even if we asked him to do what he's doing right now, which is a full field read, right? We've got some type of man beater over here probably. Probably got some type of man beater over here and some type of zone beater over here, all right? So we should be checking to see if our man wins, if we think we're getting man, and then we should be coming back to the backside, reading the zone looks, and then getting to our check down if nothing's available. But no, now there's not a ton of separation. That's not what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at is the quarterback's process. The quarterback's process is his eyes are doing this the whole time. He's either staring or he's flickering his eyes. That's not good quarterback play. It's not comfortable quarterback play, I should say. Now he's a superhero. So he has the ability to do this. Nobody else does. And great job, Jamal Haynes, or Justice Haynes. I don't know why I want to keep calling you Jamal. Great job making somebody miss out there in space, but our quarterback's not seeing the field very well at all. 57 right here. All right, this is big on big. This is a protection issue right here. This is big on big. All right, it's a great job. Man, these defensive coordinators are putting on a clinic. When I walk down 5, all right, in a passing situation on 3rd and 7, I'm going to assume that I'm getting big on big protection, which means the 5 guys got the 5 guys in front of them. It's a pseudo one-on-one drill out here for all these guys. We've got big on big. The big guys got the big guys. The backs got the linebacker in the mic position. So the best way to do this is that as these guys get back, they think they've got one-on-ones. I'm going to take 2 of these guys, work them out, and I'm going to wrap the other one back in and see if they can pass off that 3-game stunt. They can't, and here's why. Look at this nose tackle. This is a tremendous job by this nose tackle of being selfless late in the football game. He's going to put his hands on that center, all right, and then go to work an outside pass rush move. That center definitely thinks his upfield shoulder is getting attacked, doesn't he, Jonathan? He's wrong. He's wrong. He's actually being set up and deked for that defensive end to work his way back in. Such a great job right there by that nose tackle. Ultimately forces the errant throw, okay, because our feet are all messed up as a quarterback right here with the pressure in our face. Now, you guys have seen it all over social media. What we can't do is what Kendrick Law does right here and get a personal foul. Now 4th and 22. You're never, ever, ever going to convert a 4th and 22. All right? Yes, the wide receiver, the young wide receiver out here, bust on this route, I believe, okay? In 100% agreement with you that this is a bust. No, this is the incomplete pass right here. All right, they call a timeout. Something happened right there. There's a delay in the game. All right, here's the check. Watch him walk to the line of scrimmage, okay? He gives this look right there. Whatever that is, that's their, he must have given him a signal right there, all right, to block. I don't think Ryan picks it up. Certainly no, Ryan doesn't pick it up based off what's happening out there. All right. Let's go back to the Ryan Williams wide open throw. I missed on my notes because I'm trying to scoot forward because we're well over an hour already, aren't we? All right, 24:30. This is the interception, okay? Now, we talked about it earlier, our feet not being tied to our eyes, creating inaccuracies, right? Our eyes are about to start working back in on this dig, okay? You watch where our feet are when we throw this football, right? Our feet are here, and now our body's got to work our energy back this way to try to throw this ball. It's physically impossible. So yeah, we missed this ball low and to the left. Why do we miss this ball low and to the left? Well, our entire energy, our entire body inertia is moving low and to the left, low and to the left, low and to the left. Okay? Sometimes I wish I had the patience to go back and cut these things. Because the Ryan Williams miss is brutal. I'm going to cut this, obviously. Fuck it. Hey, hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, rate, review. That's a classic example of Brooksy doing an hour-long show and then just wetting the bed at the end of it. Just such professionalism. Love you. Bye.